I've already spoiled what I'm hoping happens. Which is that... Crimson wanted me to say this in the recording, but I had forgotten what abstraction was called. And so, in my mind, I was calling it polygonaling.
Yeah, polygonaling, bro. I died at that.
They turn into, like, weird black polygon things with eyes. It was either say that or die. I hope he dies, which, you know, they don't do.
That just sounds
they abstract.
mean. As well.
That, too. It also sounds mean. He deserves it, but it does sound mean.
I don't know if I'd say he deserves death, but we can talk about that after the episode.
No. Death, yeah. Constant torture of those around you, knowing that torture can cause abstraction. Bad person.
I'm not saying he's a good person, but does he deserve to die?
He's best boy,
okay?
He's best boy.
Best boy at what? Being a dick? He's the best at that.
Anyway, before we get into it, all we know about the episode is the thumbnail and its name, and one very minor spoiler we both have, but it's...
And I don't have it, so...
He says both.
I'm just gonna go here so we can see the thumbnail, because I don't want to refresh the accent for it. That's the thumbnail. So based on the name,
wow!
Beach episode...
They don't...
Oh, and we have the trailer thumbnail. We're not gonna watch the trailer, but I guess you can judge on the thumbnail, too.
Oh, okay. I didn't look at that. I was looking at the episode 7 one. And thinking to myself, they don't look like they're at a beach. Nobody's in their fucking swimsuits. Why is this called a beach episode? But then he pointed out the thing right next to it, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
So I actually have 2 minor spoilers.
No!
I know the name of a character that appears in this episode.
Stop!
No!
I won't say what it is.
Silence!
I won't say what it is. It's not a spoiler. What I'm saying is, how is that a... Why are you telling me to stop when all I said is I know
appears? Oh my god, dude, he's telling us that a character's gonna appear. There's gonna be a new cast member? No! No! Or an NPC? No!
I know the name of somebody, alright? I know the name, and I know that backstory thing that we mentioned, but that's all I said. I know, alright?
Yeah, he spoiled the entire backstory to us off the recording.
I don't know anything about it! Fuck you. So, what do you guys think is gonna happen?
Go ahead,
all 3 of us.
Okay. I don't think he's gonna abstract as much as I hope. I think we're just gonna get more info, specifically about Jax, because the last episode ended very, like, Jax-centric.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this backstory that you're mentioning is his. I saw that on Twitter, Glitch had posted a picture of the door. Like the exit door, so I'm guessing we may get a bit more information on that. A part of me believes that they're not even going to go to a beach, but a pool. Just to kind of rub it in.
That would...
It's the beach episode! Where's the beach?
I could totally see it being like a big body of water that looks like a beach with like walls painted like the beach. But then it's just water.
But yeah.
I want to comment on what you just said. I do actually think that Jax may abstract, but I don't think it's going to happen this episode if it happens. I think if he does abstract, they're going to save it for the end. Especially with how close to the end we are.
Send that motherfucker to the Shadow Realm!
I love how much you hate Jax, considering
he's baby
we are
boy.
all 3 on different levels of care for Jax. You hate him, she loves him, and I think he's a well-written but very hateable character. Which I personally think my take is the one the writers intended. I don't think they want people to hate or love him the way that they do.
I fucking hate him. Fuck that guy. Every time he's on screen, it pisses me off. I personally don't find him that well written because it's such, like, an expected route.
Just because it's
with
expected
the way
doesn't
that
make
they've
it
taken.
bad.
Yeah, the thing is, they don't really do anything too new with it. Everything that he does, again, you can kind of see coming from a mile away.
That's what they want, though.
I wouldn't really call that well written.
What if that's what they want?
They got it, and if that's what they want, then they want the wrong thing, in my opinion. If you want me to see your character beats and your story beats coming from a mile away, that's not something that's... It's just meh.
Here's the thing about Jax that I think is well written.
His entire writing is just meh for me.
The thing I think is well written is the way in which his emotions and reality is portrayed. I think it is conveyed with... Although being predictable. If you were looking at it on a surface level, not trying to be looking too deep into it, it is a very well-written way to portray his complex... Well, that I should just end the sentence there. His complex. His whole mental thing that he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, they showcase it in a very interesting way with the way that his eyes and smile match the rest of him. But, you know, they wrapped up this... They wrapped up stale bread in a really nice wrapping paper.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is
but
soften the bread.
wait.
For it to
Real
be good
quick,
again.
I want to say... The previous...
Why do I have to do it? Fuck that guy.
The previous episode, I think, is an exception to what you're saying. I think throughout most of the series, what you're saying had a very strong argument. But I think the last episode, where we get to see his mask cracking, really conveys his character a lot better. And I personally find his argument with Pomni to be one of the more well-written parts of the entire series.
In what way, though? Like, again, that specific thing is something that I'm pretty sure I called, or something that I just expected. Where he's an asshole, and he's starting to crack, he's starting to, you know, like, it's all stuff we've seen before in many different characters, and aside from using the animation to, again, fantastic wrapping paper on just a loaf of stale bread, they used an argument that the argument itself was enjoyable, well written, but just because that was well written doesn't mean he's well written. And in my opinion, stale bread.
See, the thing is,
I personally
that's what his
disagree.
entire character archetype is. The entire archetype of who he is, as well as both the mask and who we've seen so far behind the mask. Because I'm assuming that if we ever do get his backstory, he's going to go from either a shy guy who over time becomes more confident, arrogant, and more asshole, or kind of like Pomni, who wants to try to figure things out, wants to, you know, stand on his own ground, and will then eventually turn into the asshole that we know and, in my opinion, hate him for. I doubt he's going to be an asshole the entire time, just because, again, this is something that I feel like is really easy to predict. If we ever get his backstory, whether it be this episode or not, because I know that there is a backstory, and because we've had such a Jax-centered ending, I'm pretty sure it will probably be his. And in that, again, I'm expecting somebody who goes from somebody filled with hope to the asshole we see now. And if I'm right, that's just another tick in the oh wow, so predictable section. What they've done with Ragatha, somebody who was extremely optimistic, extremely happy, wanted to band everybody together, absolutely took me by surprise by the fact that she's so optimistic and so trying to get on people's good sides that all she's doing is getting on their bad side. They're showing it in a way that I didn't really expect. And they're also showing that, it's just not working in general. I thought that she was going to be more effective.
Yeah.
The thing with Gangle, I don't really know what I expected from Gangle, aside from being able to stand up for herself, but the ways in which she does it, which is to get that minuscule bit of power from the knockoff McDonald's, and then also the gun episode, where she just full-on stands up for herself. Those were both done in ways that I didn't expect, and I quite enjoyed. Kinger, his entire thing of being the crazy one, being subverted by the fact that once you get him in his, you know, good mental state, he's the absolute fucking GOAT. I thought he was just gonna be, you know, crazy side character for comedic bits. And instead, he is doing what Ragatha thought she was gonna do, being the emotional glue for everybody. And Jax is a fucking asshole, and that's all he is. And with everybody else that I listed off, I fully was, like, taken aback by their character writing and by the things that they do within the story. Even Pomni, I did not expect her to be this half-cynical, half-optimist person who doesn't really mesh with Ragatha that much and kind of stands on her own 2 feet without relying on other people. I expected her to, you know, spend most of these episodes trying to find that door, trying to find a way out. And instead, she goes along with things more than I expected. She cares in a different way. She speaks to people in ways that I didn't fully expect. And Jax is an asshole this episode. Jax is an asshole this episode. Jax is an asshole this episode. It's all the same predictable shit. And the shit that he does is way too far for anybody to really be easily, or even, like, with a bit of effort, forgiven.
I agree
because
on
it's
that
so
aspect.
constant and so pressured on Gangle specifically. Though, again, the boiling oil on Ragatha was just fucking wild to do as a side bit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So, I fucking hate him. And he bores me.
I find our difference in opinion on this character very interesting. And honestly, when the series is all over, if neither of our opinions have shifted, I think it would be worthy of a full video of just arguments. Because we are very strong opinion on both sides of this.
I'm telling you, the moment we get backstory about his shit, because we know that he's changed over time, he's going to go from somebody who is really kind-hearted to an asshole, and by the end of the series, if he doesn't abstract, he's going to, you know, give this quote-unquote heartfelt apology, and eventually people are gonna forgive him. He's predictable.
Then would it be better?
I think he's a person who would never actually do harm besides being a proper dickhead outside of what they're in, and has taken all of the pain and things he's gone through and basically created a self-defense mechanism.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying is
this is all a game, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
So fuck these people.
Yeah, but that's cookie cutter.
I think he's kind of lost it.
Yeah.
Now, Bees.
There's nothing more to it than that.
Now, Bees, would you rather prefer it if he stayed an asshole?
I also have another question
Potentially,
afterwards.
that honestly subvert my expectations if they break out or if he doesn't abstract and he's just still an asshole. I'd hate him, but I'd take back the cookie cutter aspect.
See, what I want to know about this cookie cutter thing is you keep comparing it to other characters. What characters? Because I agree that it is a predictable story beat, but we are also both very literate people when it comes to stories, and are good at predicting stories. So my main question is, what characters can you compare him to? Because although I agree that he is predictable, I actually can't think off the top of my head of characters to compare him to.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. Yeah, press play.
Oh, is that all we got?
I'm ready.
So yeah, press play. No, to be fair, we've been talking a while. Anyway,
yeah, we have.
Yeah, Tiff, any thoughts before we do press play?
No.
All right, let's finally watch the fucking.
With yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now go have fun.
Wow. So this is just an episode about exploring the whole place.
Wow.
Yeah,
cool.
Or at least this part
Alright,
of it.
so who wants to try Kane's magical changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
If you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
What the fuck is this?
Is that what I think it is?
Why does it look like that?
This is what I got spoiled, by the way.
This is what you had spoiled?
All I heard was, "Hey there," and stopped watching.
What the fuck is this? Why does he look like that? Why is it like the worst?
Isn't he the fucking yellow guy from Smiling Friends?
I don't know, I never saw Smiling Friends.
He does.
No? It's pretty funny.
NPC.
Sick!
Oh, hey! Oh my god!
Yo!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the sun helped her out by getting rid of the NPC.
What did we just see? I did not process that. Sorry.
The guy that I think was there episode 1?
Yeah. They're building a sandcastle. And they're running.
Yeah.
Why she got
Oh,
blue
that's what you didn't
eyes?
process?
Also, that slide looks awesome.
Those are the tears.
Oh, you're right. Those are the tears.
That slide does look awesome.
Yeah, no, that moved so fast I couldn't fully process what the fuck I saw for a second.
Blind ass bitch.
I knew it was them. I just didn't see what was going on.
get this far again.
That's why we came to you.
He has a
We
tail
thought you
again.
might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
Also, because these
Yeah,
rooms
dude,
are all
all
of
the
them.
rooms.
Keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
He said that in the previous
yeah.
episode.
Wait,
Yeah, I think the
don't
first
you want to
episode.
come with us? This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
He doesn't want to get attached to the hip.
Sure, why not?
Oh,
He's
surprise.
just going through shit, I guess.
Where even is Kane?
Yeah,
He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his
I
office.
was expecting
planning
that to be
adventures.
his
How do we even know we can
Excuse.
trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place.
Oh?
I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now,
Really?
please just trust
Somebody
me.
punch him!
You will
Punch
not
him!
regret it.
Punch him!
You say punch him, but if he's the only one that'll get you out.
Pencil in the
This
way.
is insane, though.
Theoretically, if we were to
Stop
access
it!
the master console hidden deep within Kane's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Kane.
How do we get into Kane's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Kane, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy.
I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Oof.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, how many administrator passes should I get?
Wait. He has a
6.
Boston
Yeah,
accent. We shouldn't
6.
trust him.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
He caused his
I
wife to
suppose
extract.
it will be somewhat dim, but
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
all right, if you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
See, that's the main reason I'm not
Jax,
He knows too much.
everything's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's scared.
Fine. Ball me up.
Oh, like basketball.
Straight up Gmod shit, bro.
Right?
What the fuck?
Oh!
Whee! Of course, this is the way to get to Kane's office.
Oh!
This shit's crazy.
I wonder who's next. Whee! All the pieces went too.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Pomni, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a four-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
There's something about this entire thing. It's been way too fishy.
Yeah.
The moment they had to knock on Jax's door and explain everything,
Little pockets of the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
See, like, how does he know that?
Well, if he designed the place.
Hey.
Do you think Kane would make an NPC
You all
that
right?
would say all that?
I'm great.
I don't know. I'm honestly just kind of hoping that it's Kane making an NPC and not them
guess
about
this
to
is it.
royally fuck this up.
We're leaving the circus.
Whiny bitch.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you.
I really like Zubal's voice actress.
Always being there when I need it.
I think she has my favorite voice out of the group.
Oh dear, he's gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah. I swear to God, if he fucks it up by having a panic attack or abstracting.
Kinger, do you want to make...
Fabrication
I
of my
feel baited.
incredible
Oh,
world-building
no.
skills.
I feel vindicated because I also called him too.
I can't believe I was right!
He has his tail again.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
What is Shrimp Town?
Oh no.
Hell yeah, baby! Shrimp Town! Honestly, would have preferred that ending.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head! You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
Now, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good light. Fragrant!
Oh, I'd like that.
Bye.
What?
Bruh.
Yay! Well, that was fun. That was nice. Listen to the sending music. God, I'm having a great time.
Bruh!
Are you gonna pause this? Okay, so
What the fuck was that?
as expected, at damn near every turn, once again, the prediction master.
Brother. Yeah, you did
I
kind
knew
of
not
guess
to
the
trust
entire
him.
episode.
My main thing is why they didn't want Kinger to know. Or was that just to add a bit more realism? Oh, maybe it's because he knew about Scratch. No, because he wasn't expecting Jax to bring all of this up and have to admit any of this. He wasn't expecting that. So was the Kinger bit actually just to add a bit more realism into this thing?
I have no idea.
The other bits, damn, he's been cooking that up for a while. Since episode 1, he had us all fooled. The only thing that gave it away that it could have been Kane was that last bit of dialogue from him. That and the fact that he wasn't able to go with them.
I was so baited. And the fact that Pomni and Jax were right, but Jax definitely did it for a different reason.
What do you mean?
Well, I definitely know that the backstory thing that I had spoiled for me was those weird flashes he had.
Ah, that was it?
Yeah.
Can you go back to that, actually, baby?
Yeah, can we see those?
This is the analysis part before we talk about what we thought.
Yeah.
But we talked a good bit there.
Oh
my god.
I guess we don't really need to,
A lot of wisdom
like,
buried in
zoom
there, doesn't
in.
he?
Yeah, on that one
I have
part,
no
yeah.
idea. Such little faith.
Yeah.
No
the end,
longer
baby.
relevant. Although, wait,
always
we
did.
still know a lot of this
Yeah,
was
that was
real.
towards the end.
Because it had the
Yeah.
CNA symbol. We know CNA is real. Isn't it?
Yeah, but the entire backstory. CNA, I think, is real. But I think the entire backstory, aside from Kinger being...
This episode basically said, yeah, everything you know,
Oh
it's
my
in the
God.
circus. Question it all.
I know why Abel didn't want Kinger. Because Kinger, if he was sentient, conscious, just like he said, who's Abel? He doesn't know this guy! He would have given it away! That's why he didn't want to go to Kinger. The only thing is the uses it responsibly. Also, dude, the flashes were like damn near
Did
at the
Kane...
end before he pressed the button.
I know. Did Kane fucking mess with this guy? Like, did he admit his own faults?
What do you mean?
Well, if he made this guy say everything he said, this guy literally abused the issues within Kane's handling of the digital circuit. That would be Kane admitting that he has an issue with that.
Well, the thing is, the entire point of this adventure was to say that they'd rather stay with Kane than go. So it was supposed to give, like, another, like, I guess, perspective, and then for them to choose Kane at the very end. Which, honestly, if this was real, and Jax really did fuck this up, that's just another tick. That, honestly, is a subversion of my expectations in that he dug his hole deeper. He dug his hole so fucking
That's the
deep,
thing.
whether it was real
He
or
was
not.
prepared to do that.
He dug... Yeah! He was prepared to keep them all trapped because he's a lonely Redditor outside.
Honestly, let's see these flashes, because I'm starting to think it might be more than
Yeah. I really hope that one of these flashes is a Reddit page, because he talks, he moves like a guy who watches way too much anime in his alone time. The whole fucking "you are all my playthings" cringy ass line. That I think he spent most of his time online and
Okay.
has no real friends.
You're gonna have to slow down, baby.
I'm going frame by frame.
He's doing the frame by frame. I think
That's a United States street.
How do you know it's
The
United
speed
States?
limit's 20 miles per hour. That's
How do you know it's not
residential
20
area.
kilometers?
That's
Oh,
a
because
residential
miles per
speed
hour.
limit. Yeah. It's a residential speed limit.
Oh, what if it's 20 kilometers per
It's
hour and
not!
it's residential?
Yeah, that'd be wild.
How do you know?
That'd be wild.
Because kilometers are a different. Kilometers and miles.
It doesn't say MPA.
So look
None
at
of
this,
none
right?
of them say it.
Guys, stop talking about miles and kilometers, alright? Looking at this, he sees
Sorry, I just
a
unplugged
road,
my
right?
headset.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then he makes a pain face.
Couple more frames.
Yeah, because he just don't remember it.
So he doesn't like the road.
He doesn't like the road. Yeah, he looks traumatized.
That damn road. It kept
Something
talking
about
to
that
me.
road
It kept
fucked
making
him
fun
up.
of me. It called out that my J's were fake.
It's actually there's going to be an actual road and not that corner, by the way. So you're going to be confused.
No, I think he just hates roads in general.
No.
It's cucumbers and roads. He has a thing against cucumbers and roads.
I thought it was carrots.
No, it was cucumbers. Like no corn.
Corn.
It's corn.
Because
I was thinking of
Yeah.
cats.
Baby, I don't like seeing my man suffer. Come on.
I do. Keep this up.
Baby, no!
Look at this guy. Yeah, baby.
There's so many frames of his pain.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a corner.
He's turning the corner.
With caution,
Yeah.
children in area.
Oh, is he gonna get hit by a
I
car?
think he might hit somebody.
There was a caution kid sign.
Ooh, that'd be
I
insane.
think he might be running
Yeah.
from his past outside of the circus.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude, so he's just a terrible
Street.
person on so many layers.
All right,
if
so
that's
this is
that's the case. That's an entirely different
Yeah,
street.
it is.
Dude, he just hates roads. Corn and roads.
Stop torturing me with my.
The real
it's
road
different.
has
It's more.
streets. There's roads.
Oh my god, the fucking.
God.
God damn. Okay, so yeah, that's even more of a U.S. road because the.
Look at the. Oh yeah, he's on the right side. But look at the way he's like somewhat in the middle. God, yeah, he.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
he might
that
have
might
hit somebody.
I may have to.
What if he wasn't the passenger? What if he was the passenger in that car? Because that's not the driver's side point of view.
No, that was more of the center point of view.
It could have just been a dash cam they used, but like, there's not cars that have center seats in the front anymore, and that did
I mean, that doesn't mean that he can't drive like ride in a middle one, but I think it was more so to look at the street and less about where he was sitting because it's a center thing.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to look at the POV of the car. Quote unquote.
Yeah, but if he were seeing it from his memory, it'd be from where he's sitting, because I'm not going to remember what my dash cam sees.
Well, it's obviously his memory. That's not really arguable here, is it?
Yeah. I'm saying from, like, a camera perspective specifically.
Yeah, but...
That it's, like, car POV.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be more on the right side or on the left side of where he was sitting. Because it's in the middle, I think it's supposed to just be a proper view of everything in front of the car. So it doesn't get cut off from, you know, car parts that would block any bit of vision.
So yeah, they use dash cam.
The show was originally released in just English, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, but I believe its first pilot episode was just English, which does, in my personal opinion, imply that these characters are American.
I mean, yeah, I was being a dick when I asked, how do you know it's American?
Well, we keep talking about, oh, it's an American road, oh, it's an American road. Like, I'm over here like, yeah, obviously. Like, why is that a question?
But yeah, how far he went, it still has me in shock on how far he tried to fuck everyone over.
I genuinely think he might be running from something outside the circus now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's like extremely fucking
So does
obvious.
that mean he's an asshole when he doesn't remember what he did? But like, because it seems he has these memories buried down, and Kane just forced them out.
I don't think Kane forced them out, because the closer and closer he got, the more and more he started to get the flashbacks and fuck around. I think in reference to getting in my head. Maybe getting in my head was pulling memories out, but it also could be giving him hope. Because he very obviously didn't have any hope that this was going to work in the very beginning, and then all of a sudden Jax still goes along with everything.
I think it was definitely something like that. Honestly, you know what else I think? I think it may have been one of his few selfless moments where he was genuinely mad because everyone was so there. Like, that was not a moment where he was in character anymore. He was genuinely just with them trying to work towards this until his memories got in his way.
So I thought you were talking about the button.
No. I mean the way he reacted to Kane.
No way.
I think he pressed that for his own good. And then when he was like, I was right, it was because he realized Kane was fucking with them again. And it pissed him off for a million reasons. Not only is he just tired of Kane's shit, but he just watched all these people literally go through like the most hopeful walk of their lives, basically.
I don't think that was selfless at all. I think it was he got mad based off of how slighted he personally felt.
I think it's both in
because
this case,
again, he
personally
he's been having these thoughts about Kane fucking with people's minds ever since he was able he got turned vegan.
That's true.
He's had that, like, suspicion since way back when. And all of a sudden, either, depending on which one he's talking about, bringing up the memories, even though that, what modifier would you get in your mind? Oh, reduce repression on memories?
Well, yeah.
Like, how do you bring that back up?
He can lessen the code or push the memories manually himself as the, person doing the things. Because he said he can do little things, because if he doesn't, if he pushes, then bad things happen. So it means he has the ability to, but he's limiting himself from fucking with their minds because he knows what it does.
Fair, but in that case, which one is less of a fuck with your mind? Bringing out repressive memories or bumping up the hope modifier? You're bad.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Again, I do want to reiterate, I am going to walk back a bit that because Jax did surprise me, legitimately. I hate him so much more now, but I'm impressed with how they made him fuck it up. Because I expected, like, he starts to abstract, and it puts people in danger, or he decides to not go through with something, and because everybody tries to stay behind and convince him to go through, they lose their chance and Kane appears, or, you know, something like that. But to straight up trap everyone in the digital circus with you because you're alone and scared?
He's selfish.
He is. He's so much worse than I expected. Like, already, the insane levels of torment that he's put everybody through for his own shits and or giggles, because we know that he thinks he's funny. We know that he doesn't realize, I don't know if I want to say he doesn't realize, but he thinks people find him funny, because again, he's a bully. So many bullies do what they do for validation, and because he bullies people and thinks other people laugh at it, he feels validated even though nobody else is laughing. But then he decides to keep them all there. Yeah. Even if it is a freak out thing, like a spur of the moment. Nobody spurred you! What the fuck? Like, oh my god! He is such a genuine dickhead. It got so much worse than I expected. So much. That is damn near on par with him straight up capping one of them. Like, if he just straight up killed one of them, I think I would be just as surprised.
I think in this situation, when Jax said, "You made me," and then said, "You got in my head," and was crying, I think he, and how he, when they said, "What did you just do?" and he went, I think he felt guilty immediately for what he did, honestly. And then he was mad because he made him do something awful that even he didn't want to do, but chose to do anyway. Yeah. I think that's really the source of his anger at Kane here. And the accumulated, suffering.
True. I think that does point a bit more evidence in that direction, but we better see some hints, something that alludes to that within the next some progression. Because if it's just more sad boy about to abstract bullshit, and then he goes, guys, I'll save you, I'm gonna get so pissed. That will absolutely sour the ending of The Amazing
I don't agree.
If the final act, the final push that allows them to get freed, is by somebody who we would least expect, and not because, it's, if it comes from something that doesn't actually make sense, that would be so fucking stupid. At this point in the story, we know he's the one to shove everybody else down to get what he wants, in every sense of, the meaning. In every which way possible, he will fuck over everybody else to get what he wants. And if we see no actual progression, no scenes of him filled with regret over what he did, him realizing that what he did was truly fucking awful, we get none of that, and at the end, all of a sudden he's a hero? Fuck that ending. That would be some bullshit. A face at the end of this of, oh shit, what did I do, is nowhere near enough for it to be believable that he would be the one to sacrifice himself. Because again, if he gets no proper progress and he makes a sacrifice play, that would be more him continuing to run away from his real life shit than him sacrificing himself for everybody else.
Yeah.
We already, the final point is that we already know that whatever happened in his real life was so bad that he's willing to keep himself and everybody in the circus. So him making the sacrifice play with no character,
you keep saying that,
is just him having his
and
cake.
I think you're right that he was willing to keep them all there. But I think if given the choice, he would want them to leave. Despite how shitty of a person he is, I don't think he would try to keep them there.
He actively did.
I mean, if he was given a choice to let himself stay too. He's selfish enough that if it's in his interest, he's gonna do that. That's my thing, though. But if he has the choice to stay and let them go, I don't think he would trap them.
Right.
That's the problem, though. Because again, he has his cake and he eats it too. He gets to stay in the digital circus where he doesn't have to bother with any of the real world shit, but he also gets to look like a good person and let everybody else escape. He made the play to keep everybody with him so that way he wouldn't go. Now, if you give him the choice of everybody goes and he stays and he chooses that very obvious thing where everybody wins, that is, it takes away from every, like, it takes away the weight of that choice. Because then that's not really a sacrifice. No. That's just him going, alright guys, go.
It's a win-win.
I'll do exactly what I wanted. I'll
It'd be
do
better
the
if he
thing that I
died.
fucked you over for. Yeah, it would be better if he died. That would be an actual sacrifice. Because if he wants to die, then...
I don't think he wants to die.
Again, it would be more of a sacrifice if he died than if he just let them go. But again, we need to see what happened. We need to see how he progresses.
And we have 2 episodes.
But if he doesn't properly progress, yeah, they have to do that in 2 episodes. I'm worried about that, because he was already in a fucking 10-foot hole. He just nuked the hole. How is he climbing out?
To be fair, they just showed us how much they can do in an episode. They made it all a rug sweep, but if they wanted to do it with real answers, they could. And they just showed that.
True.
I think there's still enough time to conclude this in a good way.
Nicely.
They just have to...
Yeah.
These next 2 episodes are probably going to be pretty focused on answers and finishing. Which is kind of sad, but also awesome.
I mean, wouldn't it be better if they, feed us slowly, then...
I believe the next one comes out, it was either January or February.
No.
But yeah.
There's one other thing we gotta do for sure before the end of this video. We did it at the end of the last one. And since, even if this is all one video, it is recorded months later, it is still relevant. Rating the episode. Where does this one fall into your,
I forget what I rated it before.
What's your new list, I should say?
I think, based off of what I remember, because I did watch all of those back to back, and then some months passed, and now we're here. This might be a top 3 episode.
Do you want me to tell you what your list is?
The amount of information, fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I think this might be a top 3 episode.
Yeah.
The feeling I have in my chest is that I'm just so disappointed. And all I can see afterwards is the fucking, I don't want to play with you anymore. That's how I'm feeling about him right now. Like, he went so far down. I'm just...
So
I don't
you
even have the goal to hate
you don't
anymore.
like Jax even more now.
Yes. Yeah, he's gone so far down.
That is...
But from a story writing perspective, to have the balls to make him go this low.
Right.
Yo.
Now I wonder if the cast...
You got my respect on that aspect.
I wonder if the cast would be angry at him.
Oh, absolutely. If they're not, I call bullshit. Whether it's fake or not, I call bullshit. Because if it was real, on the sliver of a chance that it was real, you got in your emotions, and you made a play while everybody else was just discussing. And you made the play not just to press a button, but to press the button to keep us here? Fuck
you. Know what I just thought about?
Now, here's to hoping he abstracts. Yeah?
Is there any chance at all that Kane was lying and he just killed a man?
Dude did sound in pain.
That would be funny as fuck. He might have made him sound in pain for the bit. And as the NPC also said, Kane is willing to do anything to commit to the bit, including not know what's behind the room. I feel like he wasn't lying, but because that bit was part of a much larger bit, he did know what was behind the room. But like, even in episode 1, the bit where he's having dinner with Bubble, to the point where Pomni was able to escape from everybody else and go inside the fucking macroverse, just what was out beyond, and he was caught by surprise, like, oh shit, you're not supposed to be there, and got her, and brought, oh my god.
Kane killed Abel at the end, by the way.
In episode 1, he did, yeah, kind of expected, but in episode 1, he mentions that it was a part of an adventure that he was going to bring everybody on, but he didn't know what to put at the end.
He did.
Because he doesn't know. But yeah, I won't give any examples, but yeah, he beat for beat is the asshole archetype with the very, very small part of him that's very deep down, that's actually fragile, which again is something that you're able to tell right away. The difference is, again, what he went through, it's understandable, the level of asshole he is. He's willing to help out. He's willing to do things that, even though he's reluctant to do so, he's still deep down a good person, and it shows. Whereas for Jax, I doubt he went through anywhere near the shit Astarion went through. I don't even know if he's went through anywhere near the shit Kinger went through. Everybody in there, except for Pomni, has lost people to abstraction. But because of the people that he lost, as well as potentially him hitting a kid, which is a theory I'm going with, everybody has to suffer. It makes him, just as a person, a lot worse. He does more to his fellow companions in terms of asshole bullshit, and also has gone through comparatively, similar amounts to everybody else. And none of them are actively trying to fuck with other people that fucking hard. I won't say they won't do it in general. Again, Gangle on my list of favorite characters went down when she made everybody have to go through a minimum wage job for a day. That pissed me off. Like, Gangle, you're awesome, you're nerdy, you know, you have some interest.
She
seem like the shy archetype.
Do that.
It was her idea.
It was her idea, yeah. And then she was the manager and kept pushing people to work.
No, she just asked to do something menial. It wasn't until the next episode where she was like, yeah.
No, it was legit thing from the suggestion box.
Oh.
Work a day at knockoff McDonald's.
Really?
No, you're right. It wasn't her idea, actually. Her idea was the anime in the next episode, yeah. He was like, what about some basic things? And she was like, that doesn't sound too bad.
No. It was her idea. That was the first time they went through the suggestion box. That was the first time they went through the suggestion box, and if I'm not mistaken, the next episode, when he's asking them what to do, and they're like, well, the suggestion box one wasn't that bad because compared to, you know, haunted fucking angel monster head things coming at you, working at McDonald's is not as bad, but still, what the fuck. Suggestion box, I fucking called it. I remembered.
Maybe pick one that's more normal?
Well, I don't know what's normal to you people. Let's have one where we all.
You're right. I think it was hers.
Food place.
Wait.
Is that normal?
Who wrote that?
Yeah.
See?
It's pretty normal.
She just said it's pretty normal. She didn't say that she gave that suggestion.
Because it's alluded.
It is
that
alluded.
she doesn't have to say it. You can infer from that. It is pretty normal. Not only did, even if she didn't write it, it doesn't matter because her saying, yeah, that's pretty normal, is what puts them in the situation. Yeah. But it's inferred that she's the one who wrote it, and then when she gets the managerial position, because she's the one who voted for it, and she gets a little bit of special treatment because of that, she then is one of those managers that's breathing down your fucking neck. So for that, Gangle, I'm sorry, you go down a couple slots.
The top comment here is, bro, chill, it's just a prank. The prank.
Yeah, I
literally though.
Bro, chill, it's just a prank. You fucked with my entire livelihood and
my
well-being.
hope for being alive.
Ooh, come on. But yeah, alright. I gotta go. This was a really fun episode. Oh my god.
What?
That comment by Nick6098.
Oh my god, he's right.
But yeah, I gotta go. This was fun. Yeah, see you guys. I'm
yeah.
gonna stop the recording.
Yes.